I know this session stands between you and lunch, so we will try and ensure that, we finish it in time. Is there a strategic additive that can make Vinyl India run its conferences on time? I think that's a question which can't be answered by this panel. Maybe it'll have to wait for another day. But what we have first is Mr. Rajeev Mehendale speaking about reimagining the PVC growth through strategic additive collaboration. Mehendale needs no introduction. He is no stranger to this forum. In fact, he is even sick of me chairing all his sessions every time he comes here. So, without much ado, I will leave the stage for Mr. Mehendale.
This is because of the inherent nature of the polymer, of the PVC itself. However, this versatility is increased multifold by use of additives. So additives give it so much more flexibility, so many more different types of properties that you can really make many more applications, and hence it makes much more versatile than PVC resin as such. We also know that PVC processing is also not as easy as other polymers, maybe like HDP, LDP, PP, or for that matter even engineering plastics. So it's a much more complex phenomena. It's not like a straightforward thing what you would have experienced with other polymers. So what are these things which make PVC such a complex processing, the processing of PVC such complex phenomena? So number one is, of course, thermal instability. That means the polymer itself at the processing temperature, it is unstable. So you need to provide heat stabilizers to make it stable. The second is a complex fusion process. According to me, this is much more reason for the complexity, because it's not a very easy phenomena to understand. I'll take maybe a minute to explain what this fusion is. So PVC is synthesized in granular form. The granules are typically in the range of, the particles are in the range of 90 to 250 microns. And on the application of heat, the first stage of fusion starts. So fusion is like a sticky melt kind of a thing. And the first stage, it will disperse into finer particles, which are about 1 micron.
Thank goes to our technical team, which is Anand Shankar, Dr. Kuri Shankar Yar, and Milind Magar. Without those gentlemen, there would not be any presentation today. So there is always a technical team behind who is very delicately running those experiments and collaborating with us. I will give a very quick introduction, and around the CPVC properties, I will introduce you the new platinum innovations. I will introduce you on the transparent PVC and on the CPVC, the next generation stabilizer systems. And we will have a detailed look for transparent PVC stabilizers. I will give you some key takeaways to that slides. So this presentation is basically tin-free, but I want to mention that tin is on many global lists in terms of strategical minerals. Tin is used for soldering, but tin is also, as all of you may know, used as a base for stabilizer chemistries, for tin-based stabilizers. So all over the globe, tin is a critical mineral. This list is a kind of not prioritized, but if a country sees a mineral like antimony or something as a critical mineral, they put it on this list. Only European Union is not listing tin as a critical mineral. So we directly jump into the characteristics of CPVC. I think by now we've heard a whole lot of CPVC, and this is not only the higher temperature resistance. CPVC comes with a lot of need for stabilization. It comes with degrading under heat. It can release HCl, and it exhibits a higher melt viscosity, and this is all we have to prevent.
Thank you, Nidhi, for your kind presentation. I must say that after last year's experience, I volunteered myself in Reagens to come again this year to Vinyl India. and believe me, I'm extremely happy of being here today. So let me present briefly Reagens. Reagens is a private-owned company with more than 70 years of experience in PVC stabilizers. We have the whole range portfolio of stabilizers, calcium zinc, calcium organic, liquid mixed metals, and tin stabilizers. Reagens is a worldwide company with more than 17 plants in 3 continents, with our last development here in India, in Gujarat, in collaboration with our Indian partner, Indophil. And I'm not going to talk today about additives, so I think I will be immediately fired by my marketing department. I would like to talk today about the influence of the pelletizing conditions in downstream processing, that is extrusion and injection molding. The problem came out when one of our customers producing Heliflex hoses. You know Heliflex hoses, you may know the application, is a co-extrusion of a flexible PVC with an internal rod of the rigid PVC. Then this ribbon extruded is winded through over a rotating mandrel, and the hose is produced. Well, the customer experienced...
I will try to avoid the jargons used in the compounding industry so people can really understand in detail. And I'll also talk about the solutions or the day-to-day operational problems, how can you encounter this. So my presentation is divided into 3 parts. First, I'll talk about where we are today, what we do, and how we're supposed to do it. So everyone is well aware that it's a very mature industry, but it is in the technical transition. Why I'm saying this? Because it is moving from lead to lead-free. A lot of other new additives coming in up, so a lot of standards are being revised, a lot of production challenges people are facing, and ultimately the Indian market is now moving from earlier, I would say in a different way, but it's more a quality sensitive, and which is a good thing as a producer, that whatever we produce it has to be as per the standards. Again, it's growing, but with the complexity because of current scenario where material is not available, lot of other products or inferior products, because of that people used to have problems. So typically there are 2 operating philosophies. Before 2014, I would say there was only one philosophy, that was self-compounding. And now there's another philosophy, which is the engineered one packs, which helps the pipe and fitting manufacturers to reduce the day-to-day complexity. But still, it is still in the transition phase.
We feel that everything goes with mentorship, with the blessings of the senior, where we take the trail forward.